Hello, God bless from Up Ministries. It's me, Dick Jr. I'm coming to you today to read you Micah chapter 7. I prayed before I started this video and I asked God to help me to speak with you today. And I suggest that any time that you place yourself in God's Word, that you pray also, and that you ask Him for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding specifically. I do as well. But He's going to give them to you, because He does not want us to be in the dark concerning His Word or the perfect plan of salvation that's contained in this book. Okay? And speaking of that, as we go through chapter 7, listen to some of the things that the prophet Micah has to say long before Jesus came. This is the last book in Micah as well. That's why I keep flipping. I wanted to make sure, but I thought it was. This is the last book. So Micah chapter 7, last book in Micah. Or last chapter in Micah, I mean. So here we go. Woe is me, for I am like the fruit pickers, like the grape gatherers. There is not a cluster of grapes to eat, or a first fig which I crave. I circled that because that first fig which I crave comes up later, but that's God talking about us as the first fig. Okay, so the godly person has perished from the land, and there is no upright person among them. All of them lie down and wait for bloodshed. Each of them hunts the other with a net. Sounds like today, I'm telling you. Concerning evil, both hands do it well. The prince asks also the judge for a bribe, and a great man asks the desire of his souls, so they weave it together. Sounds like today. Money talks. The best of them is like a briar, the most upright like a thorn hedge. The day when you post your watchmen, your punishment will come, then their confusion will occur. Do not trust in a neighbor. Do not have confidence in a friend. From her who lies in your bosom, guard your lips. For son treats father contemptuously, daughter arises against her mother, daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own household. I circled that one as well. But these are all things that, maybe need to be listened to as we come up on these latter days. But as for me, I will watch expectantly for the Lord. I will wait for the God of my salvation, for God of my salvation. My God will hear me. Do not rejoice over me, O my enemy. Though I fall, I will rise. Though I dwell in darkness, the Lord is a light for me. I will bear the indignation of the Lord, because I have sinned against him, until he pleads my case and executes justice for me. He will bring me out to the light, and I will see his righteousness. And then my enemy will see, and shame will cover her who said to me, where is the Lord your God? My eyes will look on her. At that time she will be trampled down like mire of the streets. It will be a day of building your walls. On that day will your boundary be extended. It will be a day when they will come to you from Assyria and the cities of Egypt, from Egypt even to the Euphrates, even from the sea to sea and mountain to mountain, and the earth will become a desolation, when the earth will become desolate because of her inhabitants, on account of the fruit of their deeds. I underline that whole section there as we human beings suck this planet dry. Micah's told us this time's going to come, and this time is close to the end. Okay, so yeah. Shepherd your people with your scepter, the flock of your possession, which dwells by itself in the woodland, in the midst of the fruit field. Let them feed in Bashan and Gilead, as in the days of old, as in the days when you came out from the land of Egypt. I will show you miracles. Nations will see and be ashamed of all their might. They will put their hand on their mouth, and their ears will be deaf. They will lick the dust like a serpent, like reptiles of the earth. They will come trembling out of their fortresses. To the Lord our God they will come in dread, and they will be afraid before you. Who is a God like you, who pardons iniquity and passes over the rebellious act of the remnant of his possession? I circled that part right there, the remnant of his possession. It's a very small part. So let's try to be in that. He does not retain his anger forever because he delights in unchanging love. He will again have compassion on us. He will tread our iniquities underfoot. Yes, you will cast all their sins into the depths of the sea. You will give truth to Jacob and unchanging love to Abraham, which you swore to our forefathers from the days of old. And the love to Abraham is the important part. Jacob is Israel. That's the 12 tribes. But Abraham is everybody. Okay? So his unchanging love is for everyone. And it goes through this, as I read through, you heard what he was saying, but it is for everyone. So that is all I have for Micah chapter 7. Thanks for listening, and God bless.